Have you ever been frightened by the thought of dying, Rook?
Hasn't everyone from time to time?
When I was younger, it happened more often than that. That's when I discovered I possess a great terror of dying. It goes beyond dread. Can't be reasoned with or soothed over. It comes without warning. In the dead of night, in sunlit streets, a raw, strangling fear struck somewhere deep past the heart.
That's an issue for a necromancer. I still don't think you should do it, but why haven't you become a Lich yet?
Even with all my preparations, there's a chance I could die permanently during the rites. What cowardice! A promise of immortality, an end to all my fears, and the final veil stays my hand.
That's reasonable. Lots of people are afraid of dying.
Is it? When it keeps me from what I most desire? Traditionally, candidates for lichdom face one final sifting of the soul. If they avoid it, you saw my old colleague.
Hezenkos? She's a Lich.
A half-lich, though that hasn't diminished her powers. Until I stop her plans, I won't possess the peace of mind for lichdom. Through immortality.
I may not understand lichdom, but it's your life's work. Your dream.
I imagined I knew its price. If I haven't even the strength to accept Manfred's sacrifice, I would outlive you all, Rook.
Would you still remember us?
Always. Kept alive in lichdom's immortal memory. Death's swift touch, held back for all time.
If you really want to go beyond death, I think you have what you need to let all of us rest.
And peace shall follow. You're right. After I make my farewells, I will undergo the last rites of lichdom. And Rook, thank you.
Why is it so cold in?
Greetings.
Rook, you remember Veilguard? We were discussing some preparations for my lichdom.
I shall be with you until the end.
They sound supportive.
Veilguard is doing me a great favor.
Good. Not going to ask what, but good.
I've so much to do. Crafting a glamour, for example. After lichdom, I'll need an illusion of my mortal appearance for polite company.
Good call.
I've told Harding about the ritual. I'll inform the others afterwards. Rook, would you accompany me during the final rites as witness to my lichdom?
Of course.
Thank you. When you have time, I'll send word to the necropolis. I am come to be judged by the dead.
Emmrich?
I see so much more clearly now. The deeper eddies of the Fade, the pulse of the necropolis. I have been through blood and darkness, and I have emerged into light.
You look so happy, Emmrich.
I am gifted with an existence few have even dreamed of. All thanks to a friend who helped me find a clear and steady heart.
I don't understand.
Oh, well, that's new.
Look at me! Don't you remember? They broke us into 1,000,000 pieces, and this is all that's left!
Anger. And pain. My anger and my pain.
You cast me out!
I couldn't bear it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
They built their world on the wreckage of us. Vengeance is all we have.
Run!
Harding! You have to stop, or you'll kill us all!
I told you to run!
We don't leave people behind!
I remember all of it. Everything the Avenuras did to the Titans. And now the world will remember!
You're Lace Harding! You're more than this rage! You believe that the world is beautiful, that people are good. Hold on to it! Hold on to who you are!
You took everything from us. And you thought you won. But we're still here. We're different. But we're not gone. We will thrive in spite of you.
Tell me if I'm prying, Harding, but do you feel any remnant of the Titan's shade?
Oh, no. Well, maybe. Yes? It's complicated.
Would you care to talk about it?
I think the Shade was a splinter of the Titans that recognized me as home. She brought the horrors of our past. But the anger was mine. And now I know and feel things I didn't before.
But not as a separate entity.
Exactly. And hey, thanks for asking.
I've wondered something, Harding. Might your lifespan be extended, bound to the Titans as you now are?
Nev said the same thing. Do you really think so?
Well, if it's true, and you find yourself wondering about the years ahead, I was hoping
Since you're a Lich, we'd be friends forever.
I'd like that very much.
So, how's being a lich?
Things that pressed give way to understanding. The fade runs even deeper than I'd known. But it's different now, moving through this world.
I felt the same when I touched the stone. But what I eventually realized, everything I felt was always there. It was just me who'd changed.
Very sagacious. And true. I do have official robes to mark my lichdom, but they're reserved for formal occasions.
What's more formal than being a lich?
I wouldn't want to seem ostentatious.
You're literally wearing a crown. There's other liches in the necropolis, right? Do you meet? Do you have, like, lich lunches?
They've welcomed me into their company, shared secrets that would have taken decades to master. Yet, they keep calling me young Volcaran and informing me I needn't rush things so much.
You've gone from senior professor to junior lich.
It's taken some adjustment. Lace, I've noticed that you look different to me now as a lich.
Yeah, you mentioned how everything looks different now.
No, I meant you look different from other dwarves. There's something about your aura, though it comes and goes.
What, really? Is it the Titan thing?
It must be. There's such a fascinating texture to it.
Okay, Emmrich. What if you go to a party with your mortal illusion on, and someone hands you wine?
I politely decline.
Refusing the nice gesture? Your host is hurt. You think they might cry.
I suppose I could pretend to sip it. I'm not sure the glamour would...
See? You have to think this through now. I don't understand why you're bringing so many books.
Well, I don't see what your objections are to my taking a canopy.
We're only going for 2 days.
You've hardly brought more than a flask and a bedroll.
Should I send a search party out for you two in a couple of days?
No.
Of course not.
Emmrich wants to see more of Ferelden, so we're going camping. But he's treating it like we're going to an academic thing.
An expedition can have its earthly comforts.
You want to bring a shaving kit in the woods.
My dear Harding, a gentleman is never without a brush and a razor.
The whole point of going to the wilds is to get away from all that. So what if you get muddy and smell a little bad?
One can enjoy the scenery while remembering to bathe.
Okay, Emmrich. I'm not saying bring 0 books,
Well, certainly.
but sketch a little. Birdwatch. Ask Harding the names of plants.
I suppose I did ask if she'd show me around Ferelden.
Because Ferelden has the best woods.
I really have looked forward to you showing me more of your home, Harding.
Me too. Oh, and I'll make us sandwiches.
Ah, your famous ham and jam slam?
Well, yam and jam slam because you don't eat meat. So I'll use yams.
How thoughtful. Thank you, Harding.